We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF. We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Time now for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Good evening. Welcome to Newton, Illinois. You are watching the Paris Sports Network, and we are about to listen to the national anthem here at Newton High School for the Tigers' first LIC matchup of the season. Once the anthem is played, we'll bring you a quick pregame show before lineups are announced.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newton High School, home of the Lady Eagles. We would like to thank you for your support and sportsmanship and enthusiasm during this contest.
Excellent rendition of the national anthem sung by Newton High School student here before tonight's contest. I'm Clay Best alongside BJ Pheasant. Like I said, we get set for game number 1 and LIC play this year for your Paris Tigers. Here in Newton to take on the 3-4 Eagles. Newton has actually played a couple of Little Illini Conference foes this year. They are 1-1. Obviously, those won't count to their conference record, but have played those two schools in their season opening tournaments. Tiger lineup being introduced as we speak. Typical 5 starting for the Tigers. Trinity Tingley, Kate Littleton, Kendra Young, Deming Hawkins, and Madison Rigdon will be on the court first in black for your Tigers. Of note, Madison Rigdon 6 points away from her 1,000th career point. Newton's starting lineup being announced now. Just one name that I remember from the team last year. They are without last year graduated Whitney Zumbalin. She was their go-to on the offensive end. Zumbalin now running track at Eastern Illinois. So the starting 5 for Newton will be Ellie Bennett, Ava Kessler, who was second team all-conference a season ago, Brooke Schaefer, Amber Russell. Schaefer and Russell, a couple names you might remember from volleyball season, and the 5th starter, Sydney Dobbins. So we are underway here in Newton. Eagles win the tip. It will have the first offensive set. And we've already got a steal. This is Rigdon with the bounce pass to Littleton. Up for the layup is good. 2-0 Tigers. No, your scoreboard's not the largest view of it on your screen, so BJ and I will do our best to keep you reminded of that score and time on the clock. Right now 7:30, and the Tigers will pick up a foul.
Oh, with that scoreboard up there, what that does mean is the time will be right.
Yeah.
Unlike me trying to run the clock and the camera and keep the stats and everything at the same time. The scoreboard will be correct.
Yeah, it's definitely an advantage when we can get that in your view, so hope that works out well for you, as well as it does for you as it does for us. Here's Newton through their offense, turn it over. Littleton will get credit for the steal. That pass sailed over the head of a cutting Kessler. Tingley's get pass to Rigdon. Now Littleton fires a deep 3, no good. These are soft rims here in Newton. You saw how much basketball moved the standard there on that shot. Foul called on Newton. Inbound pass to Littleton. Her second 3, no good. Young fights for a rebound. Power dribble and dribbled it again, and she's called for it. Turnover Tigers.
Great effort. Tried to do a lot with it. Just didn't have everything in sync there.
Yeah, really strong and aggressive rebound there from Kendra. Like to see that. Newton back on the other end. Going down to the ground is Amber Russell. And a turnover called.
Talk about aggressive. Look at that defense there. Coach already wants a timeout. He's going to ask for a full timeout down there after 3 turnovers and no points.
Coach Brad Harris calls for the full timeout. We'll take one with him. This is the Paris Sports Network.
Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris.
Teams out of the break. Tigers with the ball. Rigdon has it left wing. Now up top, here's Tingley to Young. Tigers working around the perimeter. Back out top, Tingley. Now here's Littleton. Littleton skip past Rigdon. Open three on the way is no good. Madison missed everything, but Kate saved from going out of bounds. Into Deming's hand. Now out top, Tingley. Littleton, deep three, left wing, no good. Rebound, punched up in the air by Rigdon. Hawkins couldn't get there. Here comes Newton. Ellie Bennett, the sophomore, had the rebound. Nearly threw it away, but picked up by Schaefer. Newton works it over to the right wing. 2 minutes gone by first quarter. 2-0 Tiger lead. Here's a drive that gets around Tingley and past Young's defense. They might get Kendra for the foul. Foul is on Kendra, her first. Inbound pass for Newton, and she walked with it. Thought about going up for the shot. Young would have swatted out of bounds. So she came back down with it. Turn it over anyway. It's Paris ball.
That's 4 turnovers. That's one on every possession so far.
Long pass from Young finds Rigdon. Back the other way, Littleton. Working against the zone of Newton. 3-2 zone. Hawkins out in the corner up top, Tingley. Here's Littleton. Littleton, one dribble to her left, fires a three, got that one. Kate Littleton dials in against the zone, and it's 5-0. Steal by Deming Hawkins. Up ahead to Littleton, one dribble, right-handed layup is good.
7 points already for Littleton here in the first quarter.
Young gets up in the air to swat that one. Right in the hands of Littleton down on the other end. Right-handed layup is good, and it's 9-0 Tigers and Kate Littleton.
Newton with 6 turnovers, Littleton with 9 points.
Long pass. Rigdon maybe got a finger on it, but hauled in by Russell. Baseline drive is shut off, but another foul called. .451 on the clock. Sarah Mills will check in for the Tigers.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Deming. She'll take a quick seat.
Inbounding is Alexis Hetzer. Pass up top finds Russell. Russell gives back to Hetzer. They play catch. Now swung to the left side. Tingley guards Dobbins, who drives baseline and scoops it up and in. 9-2 Newton on the board. Pass up top Young, swung to the left side. Littleton has all kinds of time, fires away, no good, but a long rebound to Tingley. Lob pass down low, Young out top. Young maybe could have muscled one up there. Instead, will reset. Here's a long 2, no good from Tingley. Rebounded by Rigdon, up off the glass for a 2 plus the foul.
That puts her 4 points away, right? She's getting there.
4 away from 1,000. She's 4 away. Number 4 for the Tigers enters Caitlin Combs.
That's the first foul of the game on Russell, second on the team. Knocks down the free throw.
12-2. Just about halfway through this first period. Rigdon and Combs trap in the corner. Stolen away by Rigdon. Rigdon, bounce pass finds Mills, up for 2. Rigdon blew past the defense by Newton. It started off as a 4-on-3 for the Tigers. Rigdon got past 2 Eagles and then found Mills for the easy layup. Another turnover, this time Combs with a steal. Up ahead, finds Littleton. Layup is good. She'll head to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong here as I've been trying to keep stats. Newton only taken 1 shot at the basket.
1 shot.
They made it.
They made that one.
They're good on the free throw.
They've only gotten one shot off. It's not that they're missing the basket. The Tiger defense
Yep.
is just preventing anything from happening.
Having trouble getting past their own volleyball line at this point. 17-2, pass into the corner baseline drive. Another shot off. Well, too strong. Rebounded by Mills, given to Young. Young looking for Combs, deflected out of bounds by Ellie Bennett. It'll stay Paris ball. Pass into Rigdon. Another thing we need to do is explain the corner down here. That's Trinity Tingley with the catch and fire from that corner, and it's good for 3. 20-2. Up here in the crow's nest of Newton High School. Eagles back the other way, picked up their dribble. Russell got rid of it, gets it back to the free throw line into the lane, carried it, nothing called, shot up, no good, but a foul call.
They're going to get Kendra Young with her second.
Free throw no good from Amber Russell. She'll have a second. Kate Littleton will check in for Young. Second free throw good from Russell. 20-3. Tingley across half court. Rigdon within the corner. Newton out on her. But Rigdon will catch it back. Had an open look just for a second, then had it ripped away and stolen by Bennett.
Just a second turnover for the Tigers tonight.
23 Tiger lead. Into the corner, a shot, no good. Rebound is safe from going out of bounds. Right in the open arms of Ava Kessler, who scores her first points of the night. In a win earlier this season, Kessler had 14 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Rigdon, 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Littleton. Pulled it away from 2 Eagles. Here's Rigdon again. Step beyond the elbow, gives to Combs. Skip past Littleton, open 3. She'll take it, she will hit it. (23-5). Tie-up called on the other end. It'll be Paris ball.
That's as good as a turnover.
Yeah, the type of swarming defense Tigers are playing, you just know somebody is close to you wherever you're out on the court for the Eagles. Rigdon for 3 in the corner, no good. Over the outstretched arm of Sarah Mills, but deflected out of bounds by Newton. It'll stay with Paris.
Now, the Lady Tiger game plan tonight is just to throw it up behind the arc. 10 3-pointers here in the first quarter. The other 4, I think, are fast break layups.
And we'll see what it takes to get Newton out of this zone. Here's Littleton. Another 3 on the way is good. Kate Littleton. No rim needed. Somebody in the Newton crowd pleading somebody guard her.
But you're letting the shortest girl on the floor, other than the maybe number 5 there from Newton, Bennett, but just kill you from outside. You put a hand in her face, you can disrupt her.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets that shot off so quick, you don't have time to get there.
Yeah, good ball movement. And it's not like Kate's up on the line, which probably helps a little bit. She's a few feet off of that line, but scattering report says she can knock it down from anywhere in this place.
Oh, she could make it from up here.
Yeah.
I believe it. That old Larry Bird and
Yeah.
Michael Jordan commercial for the French fries thing. Yeah, Kate could do that.
26-5, Tiger lead. Littleton with it, bounce pass to Combs. Grace Sullivan has checked in for the Tigers. Littleton, another deep 3. This one is no good, but a rebound goes to Tingley. Inside Sullivan, kick out Combs. 3 on the way is good. Caitlin Combs on the scoreboard. Under a minute to play, 29-5. Poked and stolen away by Grace Sullivan. Picked up her dribble, gives to Combs down the lane. Into the short corner, Littleton, a 2-point jumper, no good. And the joke is she should have taken a couple steps back and shot a three, right?
It's just too close to the basket. Not used to that.
30 seconds left. Newton into the corner. Bounce pass to the elbow. Here's Ava Kessler. Got rid of it quickly. Gets it back on the block. Over Mills, off the glass for two. Ava Kessler. 10 seconds. Coach Dave Tingley calls for 4. Pass into the corner. Here's Littleton. Fires another three. Deep three. Got it. 32-7. Always something to work on. Something about that play didn't sit the best with Coach Tingley, so he'll talk over that. And we will head to the second quarter with the score, Paris 32, Newton 7.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Farm Credit Illinois supports communities, farm families, and agriculture with constructive credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Helping farm families succeed, that's Farm Credit Illinois.
32-7, Tigers with the lead going into the second quarter. Newton will start with possession. Eagles working around the perimeter. Baseline drive, kick out between the legs of Combs. Picked up, swung, shot miss. Off in the rebound, another shot miss. Here come the Tigers. Young up ahead, intended I think for Hawkins. Rigdon able to pick it up though and give it to Tingley. Trinity will reset.
Yeah, Deming did a good job just slapping that back to her player and keeping possession.
Combs to Hawkins. Young worked down low. Deming couldn't get it to her. Here's Tingley. Up top, Young. Now down low, Deming. Bounce pass out of the hands and out of bounds of Tingley.
That had highlight reel all over that pass there. Wrap around, hit her in stride, and just right through the hands. Turnover number 3.
32-7. Here's a steal by Combs. Combs. Jump stop. Bounce pass is deflected before it got to Tingley and stolen away by Newton. Then a foul call.
Yeah, I got Maddie, I think, on that one. That'll be Madison's first and the 6th on the team.
Tigers just had a couple points for the first minute and a half of that first quarter. No score yet in this second until Newton's on the board. That's Alexis Hetzer using the glass. It's 32-9. Rigdon back the other way. Layup is good. 2 points for Rigdon. 34-9. Littleton waits to check in. Stolen by Hawkins. Up ahead, Combs. Combs has Tingley. Finds her. Shot up is good from Trinity Tingley. It's 36-9.
That bucket there by Madison officially gives her 1,000 points.
Needs one more, right?
Was she 7 short?
Oh, that was 6?
She had a...
Is that right?
Oh, she's 1 short. I gave the free throw to the wrong person earlier. She only shot 1 free throw.
Just with and one, right? Okay.
Yep. So the other one goes to somebody else.
Now, fortunately for you, BJ, I'm going to go ahead and say there's a 0% chance that you jinxed her and she's not going to score her 1,000th point tonight, right? I mean, that would be that would be pretty spectacular on Newton's part.
That would be pretty spectacular. Shut anybody out tonight, I think.
Yeah. 36-9. Another layup is good from Newton. Combs up ahead, Littleton. One dribble from Kate. Scoop shot, got fouled. No good on the shot, but she'll head to the line for 2.
So who shot the other free throw? Was it Kate?
I don't know. I don't know why I can't remember it right now. First free throw here from Littleton's no good. Second is good. Makes it 37-11. Newton across half court. Poked away by Combs. Retrieved by Russell after she lost it. Here's a long 2-point, no good. Rebounded by Kessler. Her turnaround put back, no good. Then Rigdon blocked it, but it's called for a foul. That might be the only thing to slow us down here in the quest for 1,000.
All right, it had to be somebody that hit a two-pointer and one, because they only got one free throw attempt. So it was either Mills or Littleton. I don't remember Mills shooting a free throw.
Yeah, I'm very tempted just to watch this whole thing again. There's our text that it was Kate making the free throw.
All right.
37-11. Back the other way. Here is Rigdon on the right wing. Up top, Young. Hawkins, backdoor cut. Littleton was tripped up. Nothing called. And turned over. Here's Newton. Always appreciate the support that we get from our following here on our YouTube channel. The help and comments are always well received. Appreciate you helping us out here on the Parasports Network.
I was pointing that out the other night on the air. We mess up, they let us know it.
That's right.
Keep us accountable.
That's right.
I like it.
You can say this is a channel built by the people for the people, right?
Yeah, there you go.
37-11, Tigers bring it up. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you're on YouTube, it's underneath the video. Should be a red button. You click on there, get notified every time Tiger game is on. Baseline drive by Combs is good. Especially on nights like tonight when there are two broadcasts happening simultaneously. Coming to you live from Newton here, and the Huddle camera set up at Paris High School, streaming you boys basketball action.
And just wait till the weather gets bad this winter. They start rescheduling things. They start doing makeups. You don't know who's playing when. You hit that subscribe button, you'll never miss a game.
Jump stop, no good, as Young will get credit for a block there. She deflected the shot. Then a jump ball will give it back to the Tigers.
Just 4.5 minutes to go. Tigers with a 28-point lead. This is pretty amazing.
JV won their contest 56-23. That was a running clock for the 8-minute fourth quarter. Here's a handoff from Mills to Combs. Out top, Tingley. Tingley to the elbow. Combs catches the pass from Young. Had Mills posting up down low. Didn't get it to her. Now here's Young, far wing. Down low, Hawkins deflected and stolen, but dribbled out of bounds. It'll stay with Paris.
Yeah, very nearly turned over there. Kessler got a hold of it, but she was touching the line as she did, so Tigers dodged one.
Inbound to Young, now Hawkins. Mills, short corner jumper is straight through for Sarah Mills. Combs went for the steal, didn't get it. Here's Newton. Their own short jumper is good from the baseline. That's Alexis Hetzer, and it's 41-13. Tingley wide open, jump stop, jumper just inside the free throw line, no good. (41-13), nearly dribbled out of bounds, picked up by Schaefer. And a long pass will sail out of bounds, a turnover, and a few subs made by the Tigers.
Like 4. They swapped everybody but Mills there.
Rigdon, Mills, Sullivan, Tingley, and Littleton on the court for the Tigers. Rigdon had it, gave it up, catches it on the right wing, drives into the lane, spin around jumper is good for Madison Rigdon. Madison Rigdon, her 1,000th and 1,001 point, will have a stop in action for the recognition.
You could tell they were waiting on her down there.
Coach Tingley, a handshake and a hug for the senior. Sophie Henderson.
That was nice of Newton to recognize that for a visiting team. They don't have to do that. They're not required to do it. That's just strictly sportsmanship for the game.
Sophie Henderson and Stephanie Johnson held up a banner on the Tiger bench recognizing Madison's achievement. Travel called on Grace Sullivan. Be back to Newton. Madison on her way to play at the next level at Maryville University starting next season.
I'd like to see a list of those other ladies on there. 1,000 points. I bet that's a lot of recognizable names on there.
Yeah, you and I were talking about, just kind of jokingly talking about retired jerseys before the game, but kind of that same line of who did have those crowning achievements throughout their career, right? That list would be very, very fun to see. I know there are a couple of names that are going to be playing in the alumni game coming up on Saturday. Here's a pass into the corner. Rigdon's short on her three, rebounded by Newton. A few names that you can come out and watch play. And Ernie Evelyn Gym once more. That'll take place on Saturday night after the police versus firefighter game.
Foul on the Tigers. That's going to be Sarah Mills picking up her second. 9 for the Tigers. That's how aggressive they're playing on defense. And Newton's only shot 4 free throws, though.
Free throw is good. Yeah, if there's a game you want to preach aggressiveness, this might be it. Already a 29-point advantage. Second free throw, no good. So, but an offensive rebound and a putback makes it 27 points. At a game where hopefully starters aren't going to be playing during the entire game. They even get them out third quarter. So be aggressive. Not going to be a full game anyway. You're probably not going to need all 5 fouls.
Did you see who got that?
I didn't.
I was marking the free throws, missed.
Littleton to Rigdon, then Madison's fouled. Rigdon will head to the line for 2 free throws. Amber Russell had that putback on the other end for Newton. As
I
Madison,
guessed.
Did you get it?
I got it. That's who I picked. Hey, we've got 30-second timeout here.
Rigdon gets both of them to go. 45-16. 30-second timeout here will be sponsored by Edgar County Community Foundation, ECCF, one of the proud sponsors of the Parasports Network. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors on the Parasports Network, allowing us to bring you the action here tonight from Newton and bring you the action from basketball season all season long, along with football and volleyball in the fall and softball and baseball coming up in the spring.
And if you'd like to sponsor, just get a hold of us. You don't have to be a business. We do have a list of affiliate sponsors that don't get a commercial played. They just get mentioned in the intro, outro, and we'll mention them throughout the night, like Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Stephen Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family are all on board this season, helping make these broadcasts possible.
Teams out of the timeout. 2 minutes to play before halftime. Newton. Pass into the lane by Kessler is poked and stolen away. Here's Rigdon. Layup good from the left side. (47-16). Pass to the baseline. Now back to the free throw line. A drive up off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Tingley. Tingley to Littleton. Kay to baseline drive. Finds Sullivan wide open under the basket. Up for 2 is Grace.
How about that from Littleton? Could have taken the three-pointer. Instead found a wide open Sullivan under the basket.
49-16. Back the other way come the Tigers after turnover. Jump stop pull up for Madison. Rigdon is good. Minute to play. 51-16. Newton around the perimeter. 3 on the way is no good. Rebounded by Rigdon. Rigdon pulled it down over the top of Russell. Gave to Sullivan. Now finds Littleton trying to return the favor, but Kate's blocked. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Paris. .46 on the clock. Littleton near corner. Sullivan far corner. Inbound to Young. Young at the elbow. Uses the Hawkins screen. Drives in. Shot up. No good, but a foul called.
Number 11, Dobbins, picking up her first, 6th on the team.
Kendra's first free throw was good.
Be Kendra's first points of the night.
Second also good from Young. It's 53-16. Noon across half court. Combs picks up there. Baseline drive, shut off by Young. Kick out to the left wing. Russell drove in and kicked it back out. Now a drive and a layup running shot up off the glass is good for Ava Kessler. It's 53-18. Coach Stingley calls for corners. Tigers a hold for the final shot with 12 seconds remaining. Up to the free throw lines, Hawkins. Backdoor cut Young, but a foul called before Tigers have a chance to run through that play. Saw Coach Harris clapping over there. Well, I guess it will send him to a 1-1. I was going to say, if it wasn't 1-1, that might be called from the bench to go ahead and foul there and reset the Tiger offense. Instead, Deming at the line for a 1-1. First falls for Hawkins. Second rolls out, rebounded by Newton. 5 seconds left. Here's Hetzer. Hetzer lost control and couldn't save it from going out of bounds. Half second ran off after the whistle was blown, but Tigers still will have 1.9 seconds remaining. Young to inbound. Gives to Combs from half court. Set shot, no good. Combs ain't been in the weight room lifting with softball yet, but we'll get her in there before too long, don't worry. We'll head to halftime. The score is Paris 54, Newton 18. You're watching the Paris Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562.
We're at halftime here in Newton. Your Tigers lead 54-18 over the Eagles. Tigers looking for a 1-0 conference record to start the LIC season this year. Couple of matchups coming up for the Tigers. A couple of shootouts and tournaments that the Tigers will compete in. One later this month, and one beginning of January that looking forward to, as I'm sure you all are, headed to Bloomington to play in the State Farm Classic at the end of December. It's the 27th through the 30th when they'll play at the State Farm Classic. And been taking a look and keeping an eye on the other teams that'll play in the same bracket as the Tigers. It's split up between small schools and large schools. Tigers will be part of the small school bracket. And a few of the teams that they are playing of note in 2A, as the Tigers are, where they are ranked number 3 in the latest AP poll. The number 1 team in 2A of that poll, Winnebago, will also be featured in the State Farm Classic. And then St. Joe Ogden, the team the Tigers last played and defeated, they're receiving votes in that AP poll as well. They'll also be playing in Bloomington. The number 1 team in the state for 1A, Brimfield, will be in the bracket, and a 3A school that is receiving votes, Rockford Lutheran, will be playing in the tournament as well. I'll go over a couple other local teams that are of note. Maybe the Tigers are going to be playing later in the season. Do that here in just a minute, but I'll go turn it over to partner BJ Pheasant. We're down some first half stats.
All right, we'll run down the home team first here for Newton. They are led in scoring by Russell and Hetzer, both with 5 points apiece. Kessler has 4. Hang on a second, we got 2 Kesslers. Oh, they wrote last names down here. And that's the wrong roster. Here we go. Ava Kessler, number 21, has 4 points. And number 12, Lily Kessler, has 2. And then Dobbins has 2. As a team, they are 1 of 6 from the free throw line for 16%. Not shooting bad from the floor. 8 of 17, 47%. That's not a terrible percentage. 0 for 3 behind the arc, though. Or 0 for 2. I believe they shot 2 3-pointers, and they've missed them both. For the Tigers, this is where it gets fun. 54 points in the first half. That's crazy. Something you don't see a lot of. And just amazing. The first quarter belonged to Caitlin Littleton. 21 points on 4 3-pointers. She was just lights out after missing her first couple. She was just unstoppable after that. The second quarter belonged to Madison Rigdon as she dropped in 10 points in that quarter. Kate only had 1. So scoring for the Tigers right now, 22 for Caitlin Littleton, 14 for Madison Rigdon. We have 5 for Caitlin Combs, also 5 for Trinity Tingley, 2 for Kendra Young, 2 for Grace Sullivan, 4 for Sarah Mills, and 1 for Deming Hawking. The Tigers are 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%, and this next number here just astounded me. Unless I missed a shot somewhere, I have them 14 of 15 for 93% shooting from 2-point range, because if they missed, they were fouled. Had to be more misses than that I missed. But either way, they were shooting 80+%, even if I missed a shot or two. Insane. They're 6 of 15 from 3-point line for 40%. They've taken as many 3-point basket shots as they have 2-point. And for a long time in the second quarter, they only had like 4 shots that weren't 20 feet away, it seemed like. And they were knocking them down. It was just amazing. So they've only committed 7 turnovers to 15 for Newton. So when the other team turns it over twice as many times as you do, and you shoot like that, you win a lot of games.
BJ, you know, we're up here and usually on the other side here at Newton's gym, but now we're what I'm going to call the home booth.
Yeah.
For the radio, and I'm just now noticing that they stuck us up here next to a banner with a familiar face on it for the baseball state championship that Newton won. What is it? What was that, 45 years ago they won that tournament? You know any faces on that banner?
It seems like it, but that was 2001.
We'll see how many texts, how long until I get a text about saying it was 40 years ago when they won their championship. Creighton Tar on the banner there somewhere for Newton. I think I'm trying to remember. I saw that picture on Facebook a few months ago now when that team got together. I think he was on the left side somewhere, but we're at an angle here where I can't see it. But different booth, so just taking in my surroundings here. Usually we got everybody looking up at us because the flag's right next to us for the anthem.
It's hard to tell because they've all got hair. So I'm sure he's one of them there, but it's like he's in disguise.
Couple other teams that I was going to mention here that showed up in the AP rankings. In 1A, Tri-County is the number 2 team. Paris is set to take on Tri-County here in just a week and a half. Cowden Herrick, Beecher City, they've got an outstanding sophomore, Gracie Heckert, that has played on a few of the travel teams out of Paris. So she's got that team just as a sophomore ranked number 7 in the state. Then Oakville, who competed last year in the Breeze Shootout, another shootout the Tigers will compete in later, and I think that's early January. Oakville number 9 in 1A. Carterville, Breeze Central, sure they'll be there as well. Maybe even Civic Memorial again. Civic Memorial number 3 in 3A. T-Town number 8 in 2A, another matchup upcoming for the Tigers. Right now, taking care of business in Newton, 54-18. Starters back in for the Tigers. Here's a shot from the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Newton. Putback is good from Ava Kessler. Pass up ahead, Littleton. Littleton finds Young down low, missed the shot. Rebounded by Rigdon, and she'll clean up. (56-20). Kessler, one dribble, picked it up, passes out top. This is Bennett. Newton around the perimeter. Left wing Kessler looking down low. Instead, splits Young and Littleton, got into lane, then is called for double dribble.
Yeah, just going through traffic and got 2 hands on it at one time, trying to go back and forth.
56-20. Littleton finds Tingley. Young was there to set a screen. Tigers work it back around the 3-point line. Post entry feed Hawkins. Around her defender, lays it up and in, 58-20. Newton back the other way. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Picked up her dribble, passed out top, chasing it down was Schaefer. Saved it, now gets it back from Russell. Baseline drive. Littleton there playing defense. Pass out to Kessler. Finds Bennett, who cuts through. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Littleton. Littleton up ahead to Young. Finds Rigdon. Shot up, no good. That was Sydney Dobbins there to defend. Either got a piece of the ball or Madison. Back the other way come the Eagles.
The ball movement, though, was just awesome.
Shot up for three, no good. Rebound by Rigdon. Crossed half court. Steps back beyond the three-point line, passes right side Tingley. Down low, Young off the glass for two, and it's a 40-point advantage for the Tigers. Newton's given up 60 points a couple other times this season, once to T-Town in a 61-19 loss. Just a couple points away from that score now here in the third quarter, and also in a 62-16 loss against number 14 in the state, Effingham. Shot up, no good, rebounded by Hawkins. Tingley, crossed half court, into the corner, Rigdon. Madison will fire a three and connect. (63-20). Pass into the corner. Littleton plays defense. Pass out top. Third quarter sailing along. Here's Rigdon. Will tie up Russell. And it'll be Paris ball.
Turnover number 2 of the second half.
Tingley across half court, gives to Young. Tingley up top. Littleton off a double screen. Fires from a deep three, straight through for Kate Littleton. (66-20), Tigers lead. Halfway through the third quarter. Here's a baseline drive, shut off by Littleton, and then a foul call.
And that'll go on Littleton. That'll be her second, the first on the team.
Pass down low to Kessler, who finishes over Young. 66-22. Littleton catches the pass from Tingley. One dribble up off the glass is good. It's 68-22. Combs waits to check in. Here's Bennett. Up top, Russell. Now right side. That's Dobbins, who gave it away to Bennett. Fires and misses, but rebounded by Kessler. And another foul call.
Caitlin Combs and Sarah Mills checking in for the Tigers.
Inbound pass finds Kessler. Her shot up over Mills and Hawkins, no good. Littleton up to Combs, to Young. No bounces at all as the Tigers finish after a couple of passes.
The second time we've seen them do that tonight. First time they couldn't convert, but that's just impressive.
Another turnover. Three-pointer. Littleton, this time short, rebounded by Kessler.
Well, she was almost out of bounds. It's crazy.
Tigers have 70.
I'd probably be short, too, if I threw it from that far away.
And good defense there from Hawkins, who stood her ground. They're going to call her for a foul. Nothing else she can do there.
That'll be her third. About the only thing she could have done was if she was straight up, I think she'd be okay. She reached forward with her arms. They were straight, but they weren't straight above her head.
Free throw is banked in. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Combs. Young up to Mills. Left hand is no good. Newton back the other way. Baseline drive, Kessler. Blocked by Young. Got it back is Kessler, and she'll finish for 2. When Newton faces an opponent that is not nearly as good as the Tigers, I can see Ava Kessler keeping this team in games, if not winning them for them.
Absolutely.
Mentioned that she was on the second team all-conference last year and has really put together a quality performance here against a hounding defense the Tigers are sending at Newton. She'll get credit for the steal on that possession. Gave it away. Here comes Russell. Baseline drive. Back into the corner she goes, and then is fouled.
Number 3 on Sarah Mills.
Rigdon, Combs, Young, Tingley, and Mills on the court for the Tigers. Kessler had it, then gave it up to Schaefer. Brooke Schaefer dribbles back out to the midcourt logo. Pass right side. Bennett. And then a foul called as the pass went to Morgan White for Newton.
Now foul's going to go on Madison Rigdon. That'll be her 3rd. Well, the Tigers have one flaw tonight. It's the fouls. And you can get away with that when you're up by 45 points.
Shot from Morgan White is good from the baseline. Eagles back the other way here, and a shot up over the rim is good for Alexis Hetzer. It's 70-29. Then Trinity turned it over. Into the hand of Schaefer, intended for Mills, but a double dribble call will give it back to the Tigers. Full timeout called by Coach Tingley. We will take one with them here. 70-29, your Tigers lead on the Para Sports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
.106 showing on the clock here in the third quarter. It'll be a running 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to get my naff, BJ. It's going to be close, but.
Man. We don't have to tear down.
Oh, yeah, it's true. That's going to be nice, isn't it? Rigdon fired a 3, no good. But a rebound by Sarah Mills, and she will finish on the putback and earn a trip to the line. I'm watching how many people are watching and seeing if we lost anybody when I brought up Naf, but I think we're actually gaining followers. So free throw is good. A 3-point play for Sarah Mills.
You might have to explain that that's a restaurant in Greenup and not code for something illegal. I mean,
laundry detergent that you'd find at Kmart. Yeah, truck stop in Greenup. That's where I wanted to eat dinner tonight, but it's not going to happen. If you weren't judging me before, you are now.
Yeah, that's fine dining for Clay as a truck stop in Greenup.
Carrying called on the Tigers. Newton back with it. Half a minute to play, third quarter. Kessler gave it away. Then Martin tried to get it back to her, but turned it over. Brigden at the volleyball line will dribble at the midcourt logo now. 15 seconds left. Brigden to her right. Now has Combs to her left. Her and Caitlin switch spots. Pass to Young. 5 seconds, finds Rigdon. One dribble, faded towards the lane. Missed her shot, got it back, but lost control. Newton will end up with it, and that will finish out the third quarter. We head to the final frame. The score, Paris 73, Newton 29. You're watching the Paris Sports Network.
Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Eight minutes to play here in Newton. Definitely should bring up before this broadcast comes to a close tonight the junior high basketball action that Paris has coming up in just the next couple of days. In the 7th grade state finals, both Crestwood and Mayo have advanced to 7th grade. There's a steal by Sarah Mills. She'll take it to the other end of the court. Layup good for Mills at 75-29. On Saturday, there are 8 teams left, both in 2A and 3A. Your Crestwood Lady Eagles made it to that final 8 in 2A, and they will play out at the high school at 11:30 against Mount Sterling Brown County. Miss from Newton, rebounded, and another miss by Newton, and then Sullivan pulled down the rebound. Up ahead, Mills, great find by Grace, but Sarah unable to finish. Newton the rebound. So Crest will play at the high school at 11:30 in 2A, and then in 3A, the Mayo 7th grade team will be in Auburn to play at 1 o'clock against Avon Abingdon.
That foul there called on Grace Sullivan.
7:11 left, 75-29 the score. Combs, Mills, Sullivan, Gracie Watson, and Trinity Tingley in for the Tigers. Combs and Tingley run the break. Combs didn't take a shot, instead gave it to Tingley, who fires a 2-point jumper. No good, but an offensive rebound and put back by Mills, plus the foul.
Mills with all 4 points for the Tigers.
Yeah, the way Sarah plays and able to come off the bench and give quality minutes every time she's on the court, you just think at some point when the Tigers get to an important game down the stretch that Sarah's really going to come through and be that key piece that can lead the Tigers to a big victory. Having her and Caitlin Combs come off the bench. You've heard Coach Tingley talk about that being a luxury for the team as Taylor Clark checks in, as well as Vivian Moore for the Tigers.
That first free throw is good from 4. Hits them both. Martin.
Combs back the other way, crossed half court, and threw it out of bounds. We're less than 6 minutes to play. Mentioned 7th grade. On the 8th grade side, Mayo did lose to Marshall in the regional semifinal. So their season is over, but the Crestwood 8th graders, as there's a steal by Grace Sullivan, waits for her teammates, finds Combe, layup is good. Like a running back with patience, instead of just going straight through the hole, waiting for a couple of blockers to come lead the way, Sullivan waits for Combs and Clark to catch up with her and found Combs. But Crestwood 8th graders will play in the regional championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They will be hosting Salt Fork. Aubrey Wilson replaces Caitlin Combs.
Right after she picked up her first foul of the night, she sits down with 7 points on the evening.
Free throw no good, and Gracie will let it go out of bounds. It'll be Paris ball with 4:50 to play. So you got plenty of chances to watch basketball in Paris next couple of days. The boys will be back in action tomorrow night right here in Newton, as Sullivan lost her defender and was wide open on the block. Eagles had to catch up to Fowler to avoid that easy two, as that was Moore on the feed. Sullivan to the line for two. Sullivan makes the first.
That foul was the first one on Hetzer. Only the third on the team. The Tigers already with 10 fouls. That's a lot. Double bonus.
Rebound fought for Gracie Watson out of there with it. Gave one to Taylor Clark. Fires a three. Back iron. No good. Long rebound. Out of bounds. Newton ball. So right back here on the Parasports Network tomorrow night from Newton. Your boys will open up their second game LIC play. They played Lawrenceville and beat them to go 1-0 earlier this week. So you can tune in to watch them here on the Parasports Network. Go ahead and, like we said earlier, hit that subscribe button. It'll send you notification. All you got to do is click on that notification and it'll take you right to the video. Tune in to watch that. And if you're in town and want to go watch some junior high basketball, here's a great pass from Taylor Clark. Gracie Watson unable to finish, but that's only because she got fouled. She'll head to the line for two. But if you're in town and want to watch some junior high, head out to Crestwood at 5 o'clock, or the Eagles will play Salt Fork. Then Saturday, as Watson knocks down her first free throw, Saturday all day, be the 7th grade state tournament for 2A being played at the high school. That'll be just to see who advance to the semifinals. Crestwood's game will start at 11:30. Second free throw no good, rebounded by Newton, but a steal by Watson. Up ahead Sullivan, who will finish for two. (79-31). Newton in the far corner. Blocked by Watson. Moore up ahead to Sullivan. Finds Wilson. One dribble. Wilson up strong and is fouled.
A lot of free throws with a running clock. You lose a lot of basketball that way.
Wilson's free throw rolls through. Peyton Smith checks into the game for the Tigers. Wilson's second free throw is also good, and that'll allow Maisie Mae Hawkins to check in for her. Little over a minute to play. Here's Newton far side. Drive baseline and then blocked away. That was Watson, another block. Her second in as many possessions. Went out of bounds. It'll stay with Newton. Inbound pass. Goes up top. Odell dribbles against the defensive Clark. Moore out there pestering the Eagles. And knocked it loose, but a foul call.
That's going to be the first one on Vivian Moore, I believe. Double bonus here, and she got to hurry to get these off.
And she don't take her time. She got the first one off pretty quick.
Carrison Martin hits her first one. All their points have come from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter.
84-32. Second free throw, misses everything. It'll be Tiger ball. 2 seconds left. Clark's going to think about letting one fly from half court, but I think Coach had the final word in that. So that'll do it here in Newton. 84-32. Tigers move to 1-0 in the Little Illini Conference. We'll be back here on the Paris Sports Network with a post-game show that will include full game stats and an interview with Coach Tingley. That'll be here next on the Paris Sports Network.
Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Farm Credit Illinois supports communities, farm families, and agriculture with constructive credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Helping farm families succeed, that's Farm Credit Illinois.
Post-game show of the Paris Sports Network. We are here in Newton after a 84-32 Tiger victory. Waiting on Coach Tingley to join us here for an interview. And until he appears behind us, walks down the hallway, I'll go ahead and turn over to B.J. Pheasant for stats.
Well, we changed booths, so he may.
That's true.
Hopefully, he finds us. He doesn't give an interview on the wrong station.
Yeah, is that part of the what play is that, BJ? Where you got the Phantom of the Opera, right, and just shows up in random places. We might see Dave over there looking around the place.
Well, you can probably see him now heading down there. He's back at the bench gathering things and getting stuff together. So I'll get through the stats here real quick. For the Lady Eagles of Newton, they were led in scoring tonight by Kessler with 10 points. Hetzer with 7. Russell with 6. White with 4. Martin 2. Dobbins 2. And Carrison Martin 1. They shot 5 of 13 for 38% from the free throw line. 13 of 35 for 37% from the floor. And 0 for 3 behind the arc for 0%. They also turned the ball over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 times unofficially. Lady Tigers, they were led in scoring by, guess who? Caitlin Littleton with 27. She had 21 of those in the first quarter. After her, Madison Rigdon, who owned the second quarter. She had 19 points. And then Sarah Mills quietly had a good game throughout the night. She finished with 11. Trinity Tingley, Caitlin Combs, both had 7 points apiece. Kendra Young had 6. 3 for Deming Hawkins. Let's see. Gracie Watson had 1. Aubrey Wilson had 2. Grace Sullivan had 5. They were combined 13 of 18 from the free throw line, 72%. 24 of 32 for 75% from the floor and 40% behind the arc.
Got Coach Tingley here. Get on the headset. Run through a few questions with Coach. Appreciate you joining us. I feel like we have said after so many games talking about how you've talked about finishing around the rim and what scores will look like if the girls finished around the rim. Tonight, they finished around the rim, I felt like, right? A lot better than what usually happens.
Kind of finished everywhere tonight, really.
Yeah.
I mean, from outside and in, and it did look really good on the inside. We've been off for a while. I told you that, right? We're going to practice a lot, and we really worked on getting down the floor, getting into the lane, setting up. I've had Kendra, as good as she is on the perimeter, I've had her working with me and Sarah working with me just continuously. Deming always works with me, but those two I've had, really trying to establish them as more of a force inside. I thought Kendra got to the basket. I know she didn't score many times in there, but I don't know. Did you notice her around the rim? It's if she can kind of get that aggressiveness. Now there's another girl. Then that kind of opens up Deming. Deming had that nice little from the free throw line, drove in there because they overplayed her. If we finish and then on the fast breaks, we've really been working on sideline break, running to the rim. That looked really good a couple different times. I think we're building some stuff here, and we just got to keep working though. Can't get complacent. It's a progression. And I'm really proud of the girls because we took 9 days and we turned them into something new, something to build off of. Now we're working again. Worked on our half-court defense here. Gave up maybe some shots at different times that I didn't like, but that's going to happen. We were taking some chances. So, it's a good start to the conference season. Really that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, you mentioned Kendra, and it was second or third possession of the game where down here there was a miss and she went up for an offensive rebound and Kendra's not one to really give much expression, but she looked mean going up for that rebound, and you could just see it that something was different. She went up. I think she maybe missed it, but got fouled. She was different on that.
And that's going to start coming. It's the mindset now. So now she's thinking, okay, I'm around the rim, I catch it, I'm going right back up. We're really working on her, getting the ball really high. So once that starts to develop, she starts thinking about it now. Now, then it's going to be, just the next step of, finishing it more often and making that work. So, again, it helps a lot when Kate Littleton comes out and the rim looks like it's, twice as big as what it is. I mean, she just came out, and not like she made every shot, but she made it almost look like she made every shot. And it just opened some things up. And then we ran the floor aggressive on defense. Every facet of the game tonight, I felt like we were really good at, and again, we just want to build off of it. We're going into conference play here. We got 2 conference games next week, against two of what I would say is the main teams in the conference that we've always had tough time with the competition with, Marshall and Olney. So I guarantee that they're going to come into that game and they're going to want to beat us. We've had a target on our back. I said I didn't think about this, but I asked the girls the other day something about when's the last time we lost a conference game, and I think Madison said, I don't think I've lost one since I've been in high school. That's saying something. I mean, it really is. And I said, well, I don't think you're going to, want to look back and say you let one go your senior year, right, after you've been this far, and they don't. So, we have a target, but we also have a goal, and we also have a mindset that, we're going to we feel like, we have a job to do, and we're going to go do that, and we know we're going to get everybody's best competition. Nobody's going to sneak up on us. That's kind of the way we're looking at it. Trying to keep the girls with that attitude sometimes isn't always easy. But we talk about it all the time. Keep it fresh. Listen. Don't give one up. Don't give one up to a team that can sneak up on you. And tonight, coming out, I feel like hard in setting the tone on our first conference game of the year.
I had you talk about Madison when she signed. Yeah. Madison scored 1,000 points tonight. Yeah. Today, Kate signs. So I'll just speak on her for a little bit. And I mean, the IHSA's got to have the 3-point contest letter in the mail inviting her back this year already, right? I mean, it should be there when we get home, right?
She's just, she's dialed in. She missed the first 2 shots, and then there was the timeout early in the game. She goes, what are you seeing? What am I doing wrong? I said, are you serious? I said, kid, just keep shooting. Come on. I said, you don't even let that thought enter your mind. He went back out and drilled the next one. I don't want them thinking, none of those girls thinking, oh, what do I need to do? Like if there is something, I will tell them if there is something I see. A girl like Kate, she's just automatic. Her shot pocket is the same every time. Her follow-through is the same every time. The only thing that will sometimes drive her off of not shooting the ball well is her feet, just being off balance. But when she's got balance, it don't matter really what distance, the way she shoots it, she's got plenty of power from what she shoots from. So, absolutely. She signed with Lakeland today. Very happy for her. Obviously, continuing her basketball career, but also getting a college paid for. That's awesome. I think she's really excited. I think Dave is going to get a really nice player that can do a lot of different things. I know everybody thinks of her as a shooter. She's learned to play really tough defense. She's feisty. She can obviously run the floor and finish. She's an acrobat in the air. She's a competitor, and I know that's the type of players that Dave recruits are competitors. So I think she's going to fit right in and have a fantastic career there. But again, same with Madison. I still got her for a few more months here, so we're going to get the most out of her, and she's excited about this season. So we'll see what unfolds.
Sounds good, Coach. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate Coach Tinley joining us here on the post-game show as we wrap things up. And luxury tonight. We'll just leave everything set up. And like I said, be back on the air tomorrow night for boys basketball here in Newton.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
And with that, BJ, any last words?
Go Tigers. That was a fun night, Let's do it again tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Be all right with that. So, for BJ Pheasant, I'm Cliff Best, signing off here on the Paris Sports Network. And hope you have a good night.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.